I need new music.
This is the JJO Discover New Music Podcast.
Call from
Zakk Wylde.
To accept, press 1. To send a
You have a Band-Aid? I'm bleeding. What do you think? Am I hip or what? Come on.
Hello?
Hello there.
I heard you were...
What's going on, guys? What's shaking over there?
I heard you were bleeding. Are you okay? Do we need a minute for some medical attention?
Yes, it's name and blood. But what can I tell you?
Oh, I got you. I see what you did there.
Oh, I'm just a genius. That's what I tell the wife every day.
Right.
You get all that and more.
And one day they'll finally listen. I do the same thing. She just hasn't caught on yet, but she will. Mr. Zakk Wylde, how are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing great, buddy. Just getting ready for the big Zakk Sabbath, Black Label, Dark Chapel, Toe Tapper coming up pretty soon.
I love it, man. Well, that actually kind of leads me into my first question that I want to get to, but let me do the proper introduction. I'm really a man who needs no introduction from the music world standpoint. Actually, even just I think in general, everyone's gotten a little taste of Zakk.
And that's exactly what I tell my girlfriend. You know what I mean? So I've been telling her that since sixth grade. So.
I love it.
It's not helping though. I'm not getting any foot massages or shoulder rubs, but I still tell her anyway, regardless.
Oh, I feel for you, buddy. Obviously, Zakk Wylde, Black Label Society, and so much more. New album is why we have you here on Discover New Music. Engines of Demolition. Before we get into it, and like I said, my first question, I have to tell you, Hangover Music Volume 6 got me through college, and I don't know.
Oh, very cool, man.
A buddy of mine actually named Zach gave me it as kind of a going away present, and I burned that CD. It ran in my CD player, I think, nonstop. So anyway, I want to thank you for being such a huge part of that time of my life. Let's talk the new record, and Engines of Demolition drops March 27th, which coincidentally enough, the same day you're going to be here in Madison performing at the Sylvie, which we cannot wait for. You are one of the busiest guys in the music industry ever. So this question may seem like you haven't been up to anything, which is obviously far from the truth, but this is the first full-length BLS album since 2021. I know it's been teased for a couple years. Did you have to maybe flip that proverbial switch in your mind, body, soul, to Black Label Society album making and getting ready to put this record together?
No, I mean, it's just a matter, usually, I know what you're saying, but usually when we're doing a Black Label album, my wife will just say, the fellas are going to be out here in a month, so, to the Vatican where we make all the records. So I'm like, all right, well, I got a month to start writing riffs. I mean, whatever mellow things I think about, on the piano or acoustic guitar or whatever. So, you just go out there and you just start digging. And if you get something you're happy with, great. But if you don't, no big deal. You write some more tomorrow. So, that's always been the mindset. And then we usually record because we don't demo. We'll just make if you write Paranoid, like when Sabbath wrote Paranoid, they just wrote it there on us. It's just like I'll go make some coffee and we'll chill for a little while, see if you can come up with something.
Yeah.
And, I'll make a food run or whatever. And when I come back, see if you got anything, we'll record it.
Yeah.
So, so Sabbath they wrote that just on the spot. And it was just like, then Ozzy came up with the melody and then Geezer was like, all right, give me a couple minutes. Let me think about what I want to write about. And then they did it and then it was done. So usually it's like that. I'll just write in one sitting. It's just like, here's the beginning, like Stillborn or Suicide Messiah, any of that stuff. It's here's the beginning, the middle, and here's the end, and then we're done, next song. So, for this one, it was just like there was an implosion of ideas in 2022, and then we started the Pantera celebration, and we did a year of that rolling with the fellas. Then we came home. Then we did another year of Pantera celebration. Then I wrote, noodled on some more riffs and some piano stuff, and then after that we went out again for another year and a half. So it was total, it's been basically like 4 years of Pantera in a blink of an eye. And I was just like, there's no sense of putting a Black Label album out if you can't support it. I said the whole time, we're all in, I'm doing Pantera celebration. So it's just like, it doesn't bother. It just give me more time to keep writing songs. So it's all good. And now here we are 4 years later, and now the album's out. So it's just like, it's all good.
Well, I'm glad we got there. I got to ask, that kind of writing, performing, riffing by the seat of your pants, Is that kind of a way to just not pressure yourself, but have that urgency, but in a good way, in a creative aspect, to put together what you're looking for instead of maybe stewing on it?
Well, no, I mean, it's kind of a weird thing because, I mean, if you're sitting on it, then you can constantly want to be changing it, and you'll never think it's good enough, or like, I don't know, I got to change this. Or I mean, I think if you ask anybody who's writing in a band or write songs, you'll be like, you instinctually know it's cool. It came out good. Like when we did No More Tears or Mom Coming Home or Miracle Man or whatever. Like when it was done, we were like, all right, it came out all right. So we're done with this one. But I mean, it's just like, but I could see, I think if you ask all bands or any whether you're asking Elton John or Billy Joel, them sitting behind the piano whenever they wrote any songs. Because if it's sitting there for 10 years, it might not even make the cut anyways because you're on to newer things.
Yeah.
Because I think you ask anybody, it's just like the last thing you wrote is usually what you're most excited about.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
totally. Because it's fresh, it's new, and, whereas the other stuff, if it's older, I mean, I still have a blast playing Stillborn or Suicide Messiah or anything like that, or like when I was playing with Oz, every time we played Mom, I'm Coming Home or something, it felt just as great as when we first recorded it. Yeah. So, I think if you got a good song's going to be a good song.
Right. To go along with that, and this is an in earnest question, in making this music, finding that creative space, how do you even challenge yourself at this point? How does Zakk Wylde, who's pretty much played, I think, every lick you could imagine, and maybe more specifically, challenge yourself with this new record?
Well, I think, I mean, it's just like you listen to the Stones or AC/DC. It's just like, I mean, you're not listening to the album to go, or when we listen to Yngwie or something like that, it's like, oh, he's even playing even faster now. His technique's even more insane. It's just like, you're just listening for the songs.
Yeah.
It's just like when you listen to Van Halen or you listen to Randy Rhoads with Oz, I mean, of course, I mean, the solos, you're looking forward to the solos and listening to Randy Blow Your Mind or Eddie or whatever. Mm-hmm. So, but I mean, or Jimi Hendrix is just like, I wonder if Jimmy's playing even faster on this side. It's just like, you listen for the songs, and then by the time it gets to the solo, you're like, oh, this came out great. So, I mean, I think it always, with Van Halen and Ozzy, with Randy, it's the songs.
Yeah.
I remember the first time we heard Diary of a Madman, and we were just blown away. All our friends, Over the Mountain, the solo's amazing, where it's just Randy just on, him by himself, the breakdown and everything, but it's a song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's Ozzy singing and the whole nine. It's the whole, you got the solos are the icing on the cake, but you need a cake.
Yeah, right.
All the bands are talking about Zeppelin. I mean, a lot of people that are showing up at Zeppelin concerts are not musicians. They're not guitar players. They're just like, I love Led Zeppelin.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So, yeah, exactly. So I mean, it always comes down to this. It's down to the song. It's just like when you listen to AC/DC, you listen because Angus is great and everything like that. But it's just like you want to hear cool songs.
Yeah.
That's all.
I like that. You got to have the cake, and all the other stuff will come together. But get that cake first. And mind you, the icing is good. I mean, let's be real. Yes,
I mean, a spoonful of the icing. I'm not gonna turn that down either. But I mean,
I love it. Well, we're gonna get the full cake icing and everything on March 27th when the new album drops against Black Label Society, Engines of Demolition. And I ask this question anyone I do on this interview about the track listings, and I think I may know the answer to this. I don't want to presume anything, but do you have a favorite track on this new record?
Well, yeah. I mean, I know. I asked my wife. I said, "Babe, what is your favorite part of the record?" She goes, before the album starts, I like that part, and the space in between the songs, and when it ends. I go, wow. So that's it.
You get roasted by your wife again. Damn it!
No, before it starts and when it ends, those are my favorite bits of the album.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Well, I'm sure everyone's going to take time to find their own favorites when it drops. Looking at the collection, and this might not even be an answerable question, because Black Label Society, and just you in general with all the stuff you've done with Ozzy and Zach Sabbath, and when you look at, your catalog, your back catalog, and whether it's Unblackened or Scullage or even, No More Tears in your collection, where does this new album fall sonically for you? Is it like stuff you've done before? Are you picking little bits? Can people maybe hear some old Black Sabbath in there? Maybe a little bit of your time with Ozzy in there? Is it something that stands alone?
No, I tell people, I go, of all the Black Label albums, this is the new one. This is the next one.
I mean, I can't argue with that. I can't. I think that's the perfect way to sum it up. It's just right there.
Oh my God, so good, man.
Oh man. Well, I just
that's right. And that's how I introduced myself to Barbara Ann. I go, of all the boyfriends you dated before me, I'm the next one.
I'm the next one. And hopefully, God willing, it'll be the last one. But that's up to you. That's up to you. That's up to you.
Well, I didn't promise her that. I'm not going to promise her the world. I just said, look it. Of all of them, I'm the new guy.
I'm the new guy. I love it. I always just love your joy for life and music, and it comes through with, again, I think you'd go insane if you didn't have an outlet for it, whether it's, like you said, with Pantera or Zach Sabbath, and now with the latest Black Label Society. It's always fun to see you and your energetic persona and just enjoyment of it come through. Do you have a favorite riff on the album, something that you put together, and even after you were done, you're like, all right, Zach, that was pretty badass? Is there one that you
just go with Name in Blood? Yeah. That's a new single right now, so we'll just stick with that fella.
I like that. I like the music video for it. Even after all this time, music videos, are they a pain in your ass, or do you like getting in front of the camera and doing that?
Nah, it's just always, Lord Humongous, I enjoy the serious side of Black Label. So, when we're all dressed up like Lord Humongous, I enjoyed that thoroughly. But no, it's always a good time.
Oh, good.
I always have a blast because we do with our buddy Justin Reek, and Justin's amazing. So, we just talk about what ideas we want to do and this and that, and then we have a laugh about it, and then off we go.
Off you go. I love it. You mentioned earlier, and when you were talking about, putting stuff together, and, whether it's maybe you're fiddling on the piano, or you're strumming along, you're trying to find that, maybe writing lyrics. Of all of your disciplines, if you will, is there one which when you play piano, I think it's awesome, but is there one that maybe you're still striving for as close to perfection as you can in any of those areas? You're like, I really want to work on this aspect of my talents.
Well, no, it's just like anything. If you want to learn something, you just sit down and apply yourself. Yeah. You know what I mean? No matter what it is, so you just, if there's something you want to learn, but otherwise it's just about writing songs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you get inspired by something, if you hear Neil Young's Heart of Gold and you sit down with an acoustic and it leads you somewhere and you end up writing, a cool mellow song or something like that, it's great.
Yeah.
But the spark is, whether you hear Neil Young's Heart of Gold, you hear Elton John singing Rocket Man, and then you're like, oh, cool, man. And you just sit on the piano and then you write something that it's completely has nothing to do with those two songs, but that was the spark of inspiration that sat you down and you started writing.
Yeah.
That's always great.
I love it, man. Well, again, we can't wait to hear the full thing. Again, brand new Black Label Society dropping on March 27th. Even better, Black Label Society, Zach and all his madness will be at the Sylvie performing, so make sure you get it. Engines of Demolition, mark it down. Before we get to my rapid fire, and I've had a lot of fun, it's such an honor talking to you, Everett. You're one of my all-time favorites, and I do my best not to gush over you because I know you're not that way, but I did want to ask, and I know you've probably talked a lot about this, obviously with you being so close with him and his loss still being so fresh, Ozzy, bandmate, dear friend, mentor to you, family. I was wondering, and I don't want to put you on the spot. I know everyone loves the crazy Ozzy stories, and you have had some doozies throughout the year. But if you don't mind, could you maybe share with us a sweet, heartwarming, endearing Ozzy story? Maybe the flip side of the coin, of the Ozzy coin.
Well, I remember we were doing the, when we were getting ready for the No More Tours 2 crusade. We were getting ready for that one, and then a guy comes in the rehearsal room, and we're all like, none of us know who he is. He's got a briefcase, and he's with like two guys. We're like, everybody's asking each other, you know these guys? Are they part of the crew? Who are they? And like, nobody knew who they were. And then I was just like, oh, I guess Sharon got me a vocal coach, And I go, oh, okay, Ozzy. He goes, yeah. I go, well, I go, it's just because Mom, with Sharon, she just wants you to be, to kick as much ass as you can while we're getting ready for the tour. And he goes, yeah, I suppose. Then he goes, it's a little late in the game for a vocal coach, though, isn't it?
Oh, my gosh. I love it. Another just attitude, another one of the amazing things of what we'll miss.
But that's what it was like with him all the time. That's why I always said it was like a miracle any work ever got done, because he'd be crying, laughing. And he's like, yeah, it's a good thing I got a vocal coach. I've been singing since 1970. Here it is, 2018. I got a vocal coach now. This is going to fix everything.
We're finally going to make it. Here comes Superstar.
Yeah, exactly. A little late in the game, isn't it?
Oh, my gosh. Well, thank you for sharing that with us. And we always just appreciate you letting us take a peek into your relationship with Ozzy. And it's always been such a joy to watch that relationship now. And obviously, we miss him dearly. Well, now that now that we got all the important stuff out of the way, if you'll humor me, of course, the new album, Engines of Demolition, is out the 27th. Go get it. Now I need to do rapid fire. And there's no wrong answers to this. I just want to get to know you a little bit more.
Go for it. Let's do this. I got a nail appointment. Let's knock this out.
All right, here we go. All right, first one, and you get to reunite one. Stonehenge or Xyrus?
Stonehenge or Xyrus? I mean, maybe we just get both of them together, just for like I'm getting ready to do right now with Zach Sabbath and Black Label Society. There you go. Let's just get both, without a doubt. Stonehenge opens up, and then Xyrus comes out.
I love it. And for anyone wondering, that was your first band, and then Xyrus was a band that you played with in New Jersey all those years ago. So that's why I brought that up.
Yes. That was like, I guess, the first pro band.
Yeah,
but
right.
Stonehenge was us doing keg parties in kitchens and basements.
I love it.
And living rooms. We played them all.
I love it. A Bungle in the Jungle or Welcome to the Jungle?
Both epic songs, because who doesn't like hanging out in the jungle and listening to both? But, maybe Bungle in the Jungle.
Oh, very nice.
Bungle in the Jungle and Welcome to the Jungle while hanging out with Aqualung and listening to both classics.
And Appetite
in the jungle.
In the jungle.
While you're in the jungle, yes.
Beautiful. Great answer. See, very diplomatic of you. New England clam chowder.
Well, when you've been married for 62 years, you learn how to be diplomatic. But carry on.
You just go with it. New England clam chowder or creamy tomato bisque?
Well, I guess, New England clam chowder, and then you have the bisque. Especially if you're going to throw some lobster in there, I got to go bisque. But mind you, the creamy clam chowder with the clams in there, that's devastating as well. I guess, I don't know. You know what? I guess maybe you go for the clam chowder at one of the restaurants, then take your girlfriend out for lobster bisque for dessert at another restaurant, but just show her how special you are.
That is a heavy soup day right there, but I like it. That's very good. You're going to be very satisfied.
Yeah, it might cost it. You might have to mow a couple extra lawns, but it'll be worth it in the end of the day.
Guitar question for you, because obviously you are a guitar mega god. David Gilmour or Mark Knopfler?
Both devastating. So, you can listen to Sultans of Swing while you're getting comfortably numb at the Irish pub with you and your friends.
Again, very diplomatic, but I love it. It's wonderful. I like how you're
Covering it all.
Covering it all. Final one, and this is mostly for me, and it's not so much a either or. I just have to ask this, and I really do love the movie. I even played some of the soundtrack songs on my college radio station. They want to do a sequel to Rockstar, and it's centered around a Steel Dragon reunion tour. They want you to come back as lead guitarist Chode. You got to shave the beard, though. Are you in, Zakk?
Yeah, and then I'll have to use my beard that I used in the movie that inspired me to want to grow a beard because I could test drive it. Because at the end of the movie, it was going to be scenes of, where are they now? Like 10 years after the band broke up or whatever. And I had a beard and I lived in the mountains and I hunted and I wasn't even in the music business anymore. And so it was just like, that, and so I had to wear this beard every day because I had to shave every day for the movie.
Yeah.
So, but seeing myself with the beard on, you could test drive it and go like this. I go, you know what? After this movie's done, I'm just going to let it go and grow it out. So there you go. So I'd have to reunite with my beard and then, shave for the movie and then grow it out again.
Then grow it out again. So a beard merkin, if you will. I love it. Thank you.
And then, otherwise shave it and then just give the beard away for charity for St. Jude's or something like that. So if you're going to do it, you just go all in. Name and blood.
I love it. Name and Blood, which you can hear now, and more importantly, brand new music, Black Label Society, the full album, Engines of Demolition, dropping on the 27th. Zakk, you're the best, man. You're a gentleman, you're a scholar, and thank you for everything.
Right back at you, my brother.
All right, I've kept you long enough. Get to your nail appointment, and we'll see you on the 27th, man.
You got it, my brother. I'll talk to you in a bit.
All right, thanks, man.
Bye, bud.
Bye.
Listen, rate, share, subscribe. Discover new music now at WJJO.com, in the JJO app, or wherever you get your podcasts. Brock has a new interview every Thursday evening between 6 and 7. 94.1 JJO.